Hello everybody, welcome to the very first proper episode on the Too Crafty SMP server. Obviously we have had a video on here before, episode 0, of us just going through and having a little tour of the place. However, it's going to still take me a little while to make sure I remember where everything is. But this is going to be our very first proper episode, and we're going to be spending most of today sort of just catching up a little. And what I mean by that is currently our inventory is pretty small. We've got some food from the chicken farm over in that direction. We have a iron shovel with efficiency 3 rather, and unbreaking 3. We have a bed and a furnace and some eggs, wood, pretty minimal stuff. So what we need to basically do is we need to start getting ourselves geared up. So let's get some tools, some armor, and make sure that we are ready for when night comes, because night has proven to be quite a dangerous time with creepers blowing up all over the place, witches showing up quite consistently it seems. I haven't seen any endermen yet, so I'm quite lucky there. But yeah, we just need to make sure we're ready, and since there is a mob farm already sorted and also an iron farm ready, I'm going to have a quick pop over there at the iron farm, see if there's enough iron to make myself at least an iron sword. Hopefully there is. Hopefully nobody's just taken it all, but it should have been running, you know, as far as I'm aware, it's set to run in the background even when nobody's on, so hopefully that all works out. Either way though, what we need to do first is we need to go to the mob farm, which the one with all the spare gear and also where we can get our levels for enchanting possibly is down in the J-hole. So this is our mob farm for the moment. If we stand here for a little while, there should be some zombies starting to appear eventually. We've got a nice little set of bookshelves. We've also got some rotten flesh in here, so if we wanted to get a few emeralds maybe, that might be a good idea. We can maybe get like an iron, or actually maybe even some diamond stuff if we're good enough. But in here we've got a few seemingly, I think those are items that drop from these guys anyway. Wooden swords, I guess, for just killing them off. But we've got a few interesting enchanted items that has thorns on it. It says protection 3, unbreaking 3, but I did see one here during the tour, if it's still here. Here it is, blast protection 3, feather falling 4, unbreaking 3, and depth strider. So that's quite nice, and then we can maybe even just put that in with like one of these to get a depth strider 3, maybe? Because the only issue here is it has blast protection, which I'm not a huge fan of, so it would be nice to have something different. But let's just grab some pretty basic enchanted stuff. You know, protection and fire, any sort of protection and unbreaking is always good. And then we've got this here, so if we nab a wooden sword, which I assume is what this is for, we should be able to do that and grab ourselves some experience. So not a huge amount, but if we just sort of take some of this, we might be able to get some emeralds out of that as well. And I guess there isn't an anvil here, but if we go to the iron farm, we might be able to see if there is some iron ready for us. Also, yeah, we can smelt stuff down, so that actually is a good idea. Even if it's a little bit broken, we can do that. Other than that, we might come back here later. I'm going to keep the wooden sword for the moment, just so I have something, I guess. But, yeah, we're going to go have a look at the iron farm, I think. Okay, so this is the iron storage. We've got, like, a stack. I'm going to take a stack. That should be fine for us. And we just got some new recipes and stuff. Hopefully that's fine. Think they were going to move the spawn, so, or do something with the spawn location physically, so it worked a bit better with the actual, like, you know, farm makes it, like, more efficient or something. And I'm sure there's ways we can upgrade that to make it even better in the future. But it's very early in the server. It's just a basic setup, so it should be fine. What we need to do for the moment then is maybe see if we can find that villager trading hall, if I remember where that was. And that might be a good way of getting ourselves some tools. If we can maybe get, like, if we just need some carrots or something, we can just, you know, get some wheat, carrots, and potatoes, find a farmer, and start trading. Okay then, so all this has now been harvested and replanted down. That also includes the sugarcane, down there. So if you look in our inventory, we've got quite a healthy supply of wheat, carrots, rotten flesh actually as well, potatoes and sugarcane that we can make into paper. And we've also got some iron, so that'll be a quite nice addition as well. So what we now need to do is we need to go to the villager trading area, which is actually just over there. So, very, very close actually. Oh, there's some endermen. Oh, don't actually do that. I've got a wooden sword. Don't come near me. Yeah, it's just over here by the iron farm actually. So it's right in this area with the fishing farm as well, and in here should be a bunch of villagers for us to use. Here we are. So you've got the lovely nice, you know, situation happening over here where they're all breeding and stuff. I could sworn I just saw an enemy. I can hear skeletons and zombies. It's a worrying predicament. Oh, what's this guy? These guys, I think, are just ready to go in whenever you get rid of someone. So, yeah, you've got cartographers, which aren't going to be as useful, but we've got librarians over here with seemingly alright trades. But I'm mainly looking for a farmer, so that is a brown coat. It's a Fletcher and a shepherd. You're also a shepherd. And we've got a farmer, so 19 wheat, that's not too terrible. 16 potatoes, that's actually quite good. And 19 carrots. We've also got some pumpkin trades if we wanted to do those, and that can get us some nice food and stuff. So I'm just going to do a little bit of trading, get some emeralds, which is then going to lock him out. But we're just going to wait for that. Also, you're also a farmer, so if we lock ourselves out of this guy fully and we don't have the resources for it, we can also go back later. And also we've got clerics, so clerics will do rotten flesh, so I want to find the best deal there, which looks to be 37, and we can get rid of some of our unwanted rotten flesh from this guy, so that'll be pretty good. We're going to get some of those together, and we've got a armorer, for example, over here, who's going to be able to give us some diamond stuff, and obviously we've got chain as well, but diamond with protection 2 on it is quite nice. And we've got toolsmiths, which can give us a unbreaking 2 pickaxe in this situation, and a weaponsmith actually, who can give us an axe and also a diamond sword. And I'm sure there's some other better enchantments over here that someone's got that we can have a look through at a later date. Right then, so we've got a few emeralds together. We have 26 in total, because we mainly just ran out of the required items that we need. And I'd say that's a pretty good start. So if we wanted to, for example, we could come over to this armorer now. He's selling a protection 2 diamond chestplate for 17 emeralds. We've also got the ability to buy a diamond pickaxe over here for 12, in fact. That actually might be worth it. Do 24, then trade, do 24 emeralds for 2 of those, put them together, and then enchant them and see what we get out of that. That might be an interesting little thing to do. In fact, should we actually do that? We're at 12 levels, that's the only thing. So I need to find some sort of XP grinder. But if we hold on to one of those for the moment, in fact, just so I have one, because I need a pickaxe. So we can go grab one of those. And then how much is a sword? We should probably get a sword. 12. Okay, I think I'm going to go for a diamond sword and a diamond pickaxe. So we have 2 emeralds left. That's good enough that we can maybe reset a trade or 2. And that's us sort of ready and started on that situation. So I think for the moment the best thing to do is probably find I guess the mob grinder that we went to earlier, and just sort of spend a bit of time over there, get some more levels, and maybe see if we can get some more emeralds after all this stuff is regrown. Get enough emeralds for 12, so 10 more, get another pickaxe, combine them together and see if we can enchant them as well. I think that'll be pretty good. We're just going to need some lapis, that's the only thing. After that, then maybe we can go and get started on building a beginner's house of sorts. I think that'll be probably the best thing to do for us. If I put this in here, I can do only a 28, so I need one more bookshelf in here for that to work. Alright, 30 levels, that is now sorted. So it's time for us to somehow get 2 more emeralds. So we have 10 for the moment, we need 12 in total, then we can get a new diamond pickaxe, combine the 2 together, and then see what we can get for ourselves. Then hopefully it's going to be something good. Maybe we can get some looting, or fortune, I guess, on it. That would be quite nice. Worst case scenario, we can always get another unbreaking to pick. But if we look over here, we'll see how much of this is regrown. Hopefully at least a little bit of it, enough that we can start getting some more emeralds. Again, we only need 2. So even just 32 potatoes will do, because obviously we only need 16. You know, I'll get rid of all these first, and then replant. But doing this basically has made me think of a lot of things that we need to definitely get done quite quickly. We need to get some like melon farms going, some pumpkin farms going, like some automated ones that can be running in the background. If these are, and they should be, the spawn chunks, then we can obviously get that all worked out and, you know, have it running pretty much constantly, and have it just a large supply of chests if we do it around this area. If not, we'll just have it whenever we're on, but that's fine. We can AFK a little bit. But yeah, we want to get as many of these resources as we can for trading, because trading leads into a lot of possibilities, even though some of the old trading options are gone now, like the old diamond armor and stuff. You can only, I think, get diamond chest plates now. So I think you used to be able to get leggings as well, I think, but I'm not sure if you can get those anymore. Either way though, the most expensive diamond armor piece we can obtain for pretty much free, so I'm fine with that. So farmer, we didn't get any wheat. We should have probably got some wheat. Either way, there's 11. You gonna refresh? Nope. Okay, let's get some of these in then. 13. Then we need to go back down to you. Was it you? It was you. That's fine. And get another one of you. And then off back we go. Actually, we need some lapis. Can we get lapis from clerics, can't we? I think that's possible, but for how much? 1 for 1. Oh, we need 3 though. That's the only thing. 1 for 1. I'm pretty sure you can get 3. You can get 1 for 2. And 1 for 1. If we can get one more farmer to take some potatoes, and then I think we should be fine then, if we do that. You take potatoes. Good. There we are. So now we can go get a few bits of lapis, which should be this guy. There we are, and that should be enough to enchant a lovely diamond pick. So back here we are, and we have the lovely enchanting table to use. We're going to put these 2 pickaxes together. That's going to craft them into a regular diamond pick, and then let's see what we can get. Efficiency 3, that should be fine, though I'm sort of tempted to waste an enchant, but that's fine. Hopefully we can get some unbreaking and maybe some looting. Okay, just efficiency 3. Okay, that's pretty terrible, but what we can actually do now, if we wanted to, is we could get some more emeralds, and we could actually use an anvil to combine the 2 diamond pickaxes together. So we had unbreaking 3, or unbreaking 2, and efficiency 3. And since the way enchanting works, obviously, we've only lost 3 levels, so it's not going to take too long to get back up to level 30. So we can constantly keep doing that if we want to. But for now, I think we're going to hold off on that, because we definitely need to get some sort of storage situation going, because our inventory is filling up quick with random useless items. So we need to go find a quick place that's not going to be a permanent place to quickly build a house. That might end up being our permanent residence. We might just rebuild the house. So I'm going to go quick check over here, find a nice area that looks quite good, and we'll go use it. So it's been a little while since I was last on the server for a few reasons, actually. The first was whilst I was, you know, trying to find a very nice place to settle down in, the multiplayer session had gone down, which meant that I wasn't able to log in, and then it had some bug with my account where I was unable to log in. I then had to go to work anyway, so I kind of just left it. And now, it's been so long that we are no longer running on 1.12. We are running on the newest snapshot at the moment, which is 18W20C, which means we technically can leave the island now. Some people already have, as far as I have been told. Some people have gone and gotten some of the new woods, which is quite a nice thing. I'm obviously looking for dark oak and acacia before we actually get into anything, so that is going to be a nice little thing we can have. But in the meantime, I have actually been trying to update my resource pack. As you can see, I've failed in some cases. The nether brick, for example, isn't done yet. I can't for the life of me find out how to fix the grass. For some reason, the grass is fine here, but like, or it doesn't work here, but like dirt does work. If I can find just some regular dirt, it should have the proper texture. In this case, it doesn't actually. That's a bit weird. So I guess there's even more underlying problems. So I'm just having to kind of sort that out because textures have been renamed, and I'm just trying to have to work out what has been changed to what. So for the most part, though, everything is fine and dandy. Either way, though, as you can see, I have been up in this area. This is actually where I've decided to settle down at, and I think it's looking like it's quite a nice area. I marked out this little, I think it's like 16 by 11 at the moment, because my kind of starter house, which I have collected a lot of wood for, is going to fit generally in about this size, or it should fit in this size, with maybe a little bit of terraforming needing to go on here. And then, now that we can leave the island, we can later on go find this acacia, dark oak, and then hopefully just in general work out the best way to get those and, you know, build our nice new proper house, which I'm actually thinking I might move this hill down about 2 blocks just so I can fill everything in. So I have this kind of larger area to go with. We can then set up a path, and hopefully it should lead us over to this path over here, so that will connect hopefully quite nicely. We're going to be on top of a nice hill, and yeah, it should be a good looking thing. But for now, I'm going to head off. I'm going to start building this thing. Again, it's not going to be a permanent house, it's just going to be a temporary one, a very, very, very temporary one at this point, considering we can now get to the resources we want. And yeah, I'll see you in a little bit when hopefully we have a bit of a house to actually start with. The starter house has now been finished, so if we turn around, we'll be able to see what that looks like. And there we are. So this is by no means my own design. I looked on YouTube very, very briefly, looked at a house I saw that I thought I liked, and I decided to have that because even if it is very temporary, I want it to look at least a little bit nice. So I think that looks quite good, and luckily, as I said, the server has now been updated obviously to the snapshot, which means people have already gone out, and as you can see, got some spruce. I saw some acacia down there as well, and I think I saw some dark oak saplings growing as well. So in the coming future, we will be able to build our proper house, though there are a few more items we need, like stained clay and dyes and such things to make it work properly. Now, yeah, as I said, I like it, but this has been taking ages to actually complete, and the reason for that is pretty simply the server is having a few hiccups. You might be able to see it just in the stars. I saw one just as yeah, we are. Yeah, the ticks are lagging behind a little bit, and I thought it was because I had Master Swell was on, and I thought it was maybe because he was generating new terrain. But it didn't seem to be the case. It just keeps happening. At one point, the ping was about 2,000, I think, when it's regularly about 80. So, you know, not exactly too great. So, placing blocks has been relatively fine. It's just destroying blocks that have been a bit of a pain to deal with. But for now, we are done. This place, as I said, is looking nice. We go in. It's pretty bare in here. I've just got a chest. There we are, a double chest full of some stuff. I popped over to Swell's skeleton farm, which is looking really nice, and he has a ton of bone blocks. So I just grabbed like 2 stacks because there are a ton of bones, like, and everything. There's even like armor there, obviously, and it's quite rare, but as far as I'm aware, we're on hard. So there was actually what I assume was a drop from a skeleton, but some diamond boots. So that's actually pretty cool as well. If we could have something set up like that, there may be a way of us getting, you know, diamond armor in theory for free then, even if it does take a very, very long time to do it. But I've obviously got my furnace, my crafting table, and a few, you know, this is pretty much everything to my name at the moment other than the building. And then up here, we've just got another chest, which currently is empty. A nice little overview. It'd be nice if something was built there, then we could have a little look over there. So I might think of something that can go in that area. Even though there's probably a path going to be going this way. So we'll probably have to be clever about that. And then a bed, double bed, which is looking quite nice. I also need to fix my glass textures because they shouldn't be it should be clear glass and also connected, but obviously 1.13/snapshots do or have caused issues with my resource pack, so we're just gonna have to wait a little bit to see if I can fix that yet. But yeah, pretty much that is, I think, going to be it for today. In the next episode, we're going to maybe do a little bit more adventuring around if the server fix itself a little bit, maybe some mining. We might just, yeah, primarily do a mining episode. I'm going to find a place that I can make into a mine shaft, because I do think this is going to be where the new house is going to be when we make that. So if I can get somewhere around here to set up a nice mine shaft, that'll be a good idea, I think. So wherever it ends up being, possibly could be even here. How are you tracking me that far? Maybe even like could have something there, like a mine shaft here, making it look nice. But yeah, I'm gonna have a little search around for that. But that's gonna be it for the first proper episode of the TooCrafty server, and I'm gonna get ready for the next one, and hopefully the server kind of finds its nice little area of wanting to work properly and not being too laggy. But that's just something we're working on. Either way though, thanks for watching guys, hope you enjoyed. I'm getting shot, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.